Paul wants to be clear about his motives. So in the middle of thanking the Philippians for their financial support, he stops the thank you mid-sentence and says something almost no fundraising letter has ever said. He says, "The gift is not really for me, it's for you." Philippians 4, verse 17. "Not that I seek for the gift, but I seek for the fruit that increases to your account." Read that twice. Paul is naming what he actually wants from the Philippians. He's not after their money, he's after their growth. He wants the fruit that increases their account, not his. That is a stunning reframe for what generosity is. Most of us think a gift is for the receiver. The receiver needs it. The receiver benefits. The giver is sacrificing something so the receiver can be helped. Paul says no. The giver is sacrificing something, yes, but the gift is also forming the giver. Generosity is one of the practices that forms a Christian. Every time someone gives, something happens inside them. They're being discipled by their generosity. The receiver gets the gift. The giver gets the formation. For the worship team, this lands in 3 specific places. The first is for the worship pastor who feels weird about being paid. You've probably had moments where the church board has talked about your compensation and you felt apologetic. You've probably wondered if you should take less. You've probably had a quiet voice in you that said, they should not have to pay me for this. Paul is showing you that your salary is not just about you. It is forming the church. Their faithfulness in supporting the worship leader is a discipline that grows them. When you receive your paycheck without apologizing, you're not being self-interested. You're letting them be formed by their faithfulness. The second is for the worship leader who has been raising support for a project. The Substack subscribers, the Patreon members, the conference honorariums, the folks who pre-ordered the album. You've probably felt the temptation to be transactional about it, to make sure you give them their money's worth, to prove that the gift was a good investment. Paul is showing you that the gift was already a good investment. Not because you delivered enough value, because the act of giving is forming them. The fruit increases to their account. The third is for the volunteer who keeps showing up week after week. You might think their service is for you, the worship leader who needs a pianist, the pastor who needs a setup team, the tech who needs a relief. You might feel guilty about asking them to keep coming back. You might wonder if you're taking too much. You're not. The faithfulness is forming them. Every Sunday they show up, something is happening inside them. You're not draining their generosity, you're hosting their formation. So here's our question to sit with today. Whose gift have I been minimizing because I felt guilty about receiving it? And what would it look like to let them be formed by their generosity instead? Let me pray. Lord, you have made generosity a discipline that forms us. Forgive us for the way we have shrunk other people's giving because we did not want to feel like we owed anyone. Help us receive cleanly. Help us let the volunteers, the donors, the subscribers, the team, the spouse, all the people who give to us be formed by what they are giving. The gift is not just for us, it's for them. Form all of us on both sides of every gift this week. In your name, amen. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Formation to Transformation, a Worship Devotional podcast. It's been just an honor to hear from so many of you. I would just ask if you could leave me a rating and review wherever you're listening to this. And you can find everything else going on at formationtotransformation.com. You can get a link to my Substack and get set up on emails. And if you're going to share an episode, I so appreciate it. But would you head over to Instagram and tag me there? It's at Ryan Loche, RyanLoche. That's how you pronounce my name, by the way, Loche. So just for those of you interested. Anyway, thank you. I'm rambling. Thank you for being a part of this, and we'll see you in the next episode.